Hello, hello. Apparently I'm live. It might be lying to me. I have no idea. Welcome to Shusha Secret Time. Let me know if you can hear me and can see me. Uh, it has been a weird computer day on top of all other things that are odd today. You know how this tech goes. Every day is a different, it's exciting adventure for tech. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. When you do, then I will start this live stream officially. I'm sure there's still a delay based on everything I've seen so far. Happy Thanksgiving, Blair. Happy Thanksgiving. That's right. You guys have obviously a different Thanksgiving day, but it's so funny that I don't know, I feel like we should name all our holidays our own things. I don't know. Deborah, does that mean you can see me that you're saying hi? Or are you just saying hi to Jack Boots? Let me know. It says that I'm live. Who knows? As I pet my cat like an evil villain. Yay! Thank you, David. Yep, this is Gizzy. She hopped up on my lap right before the live stream started and was like, well, I guess this is our photo. And so I was like, oh, that's right. And he posted on Instagram. And also me trying to post on Facebook, like it just said no, it didn't want to. Okay, let me plug in my internet real quick. It's giving me the word that my connection is unstable. Good Lord. It's always something. Okay, all right. Welcome to Shusha Secret Time. Today it's just me. If you're just now tuning into a Shusha Secret Time, normally it's me and Natalie. Right now it's just me. Natalie has had a family emergency and everything is good and fine and okay. She's just catching up on sleep now. She's up pretty late last night. So I said, sleep, I got it. I got this. Don't worry. Me and the crew will hang out. We're good. If you're just not tuning in, this is a live stream. We talk about the behind the scenes of our lives, what's going on in the world, not really, and the channel, all that good stuff. Normally it's Natalie and I here talking. It's going to be me just chatting at you and also trying to catch up on all the tech because the second a cat sits down your lap, everything changes. We always start by saying hi to whoever's in the room. So if you're hanging out in the chat, say hi to us. If you're catching this later, say hi in the chat box below as well, because we love to know who's watching these. It helps us, know why we're doing these live streams. Because when you talk to yourself into the void, sometimes it's odd. A Tyrannosaurus Rex has opened a handgun store in our town. He's dealing exclusively with small arms. Oh, David. Anyways, all right, here we go. David Faith, welcome as usual. Welcome. Unitless Constance, welcome. Blair, welcome and happy Thanksgiving again to you, dear sir. Mighty Guitar Mods, you and David and your matching picture. I almost missed you. Deborah Lerman, welcome. Elizabeth Banu, hi. Apparently Shushish was super secret today because I had to go to the actual channel to find it. Yeah, Facebook was not letting me post. I was behind. I got a phone call from Natalie right as I was about to Instagram, so I completely forgot because I had to run around and get ready and stuff. Because I also stayed up way too late last night and should have gone to bed sooner and then wound up just having the hardest time getting up lately. I kind of think it's my weighted blankets. Deborah, hi. Jack Meets, hello. Ant-Man 2525, welcome. Hi, how are you? Desiree Gonzalez, welcome. Greg Phillips, hello. Oh, hi, Stretchums. Hi. Look, he's so happy. It's been a little cold here, and that's definitely made her way more cute and sweet. Yes. Oh, hello. Say hi to the peoples. Hello. Good morning, Lido. Welcome. All right, that's everybody. Wow, not many people today. How about changing to 12 noon on Mondays? So here's the thing, Desiree. I love you so much for 12 noon, but that is right in the middle of the day. And the problem that we've noticed with 12 noon, it was fine. I'm going to plug a mic in because that's the thing I should have done. Is this really the best place for you? Is this really the best thing? So the problem with 12 noon is that with Natalie and I trying to do jobs and stuff, 12 noon kind of cuts into the day, which means that we kind of can't do anything else but this. So in order to make, the monies and the livings and stuff, we have to kind of leave the day open so that we can still go and do stuff during the day. 10 and my time is a little bit encroaching into that space, but we still want to make it accessible for you guys. Like if we could do it first thing in the morning or at the very end of the day, that's kind of the sweet spot so that we can still go and do things like go to rehearsals, go to jobs, go to take care of stuff and still do the live stream. So, because unfortunately this is not our job yet. And so we can't take away times from the moneymakers. You understand, which is also kind of why we moved to the Monday, is that Thursday kept cutting into all these opportunities we were having to go do films and short films and auditions and stuff like that. So we're like, well, maybe Mondays would be better. I would have less conflicts with the Monday being the top of the week. So far, it's okay. It's been better. Yeah, just trying to figure out a day because for you guys, it's just this hour. For us, it's all this lead up time to this live stream that we can't go anywhere and do anything. And then also a little bit of time on the back end on the other side of it. So it's just scheduling is really tricksy. My cat, oh, Kitty, no. Gizmo is like rubbing herself on all these different things on my desk right now. And just generally, you coming back? Is this what we're doing? Is this show about you? You wanna come here? You gonna be a part of this? You need to either be on camera or don't. You see the peoples? You be on camera or don't. Okay, I'm gonna. I'd love. No, don't sit on the keyboard. Can we not do this right now? I'd really love to arrange my desk. Please and thank you. I know, I love you so much, but I would love to. Yeah, I'd love to put this. Oh, we're offended. Okay, all right, she's upset. Anyways, welcome to the live stream, guys. If you're just not tuning in, it's just me because Natalie has had a bit of a family emergency. Everything's good. Everything's fine. She's good. Everyone's healthy, happy, and whole. She just needs some time to catch up on sleep now that everything has been sussed out. She's doing well. She's okay. Everyone's okay. So yeah, more on that maybe later, maybe not. We'll see. And then, yeah, so it's just going to be me for the day. So if you're out there, please chat with me because it's really hard to come up with things to talk about by myself. It's so much easier to have a conversation with Natalie about what's going on. I will catch you up on some business time. So this week we do have an episode in the can in the last phases of editing. So hopefully we're going to have that out for you guys on Friday. That's the goal. Natalie is very booked this month and amazing. She's got a number of, I feel like, okay, you're still out there. Yes, comfy sweater. I love this sweater so much. Look at this. Isn't this cute? I have another one's got boxes on it. I'm obsessed. Natalie's got a slew of student films that she's in this month, which is really exciting, and doing background in a Gizmo. You are distracting today. Hey, cut it out. You guys can't see, but she's like deciding to like roll on the. Oh, you are not a helpful co-star. No. So she's in a slew of films this month and also doing some work for a TV show that's filming out there in Utah. I don't know how much I can say about that. So she is one busy later, very, very busy. Is a very busy lady. So it's great and exciting. And that's, that's kind of why when we first started the channel, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but when we started the channel ages ago, we had a short film, Imaginary Friends. We had just finished the first rough cut edit on it. We went over to a bar to sit and chat about the edit and life and stuff and just catch up. And we were talking about the movie, and we had like, what are we going to do once we finish this movie? Like, we knew we wanted to take it to film festivals. We knew nothing about film festivals. We didn't know what we wanted to do with it after that. Like, after we finish this movie and it's done with the film festivals, like, what's it going to do then? Like, what will it be? Our career goals in life are to be actors in movies and writers and oh yeah, if you've never heard the origin story of this channel, I'm giving it to you right now. It's I feel bad that Natalie's not here to chime in with her perspective of it. But so yeah, we were talking about like, what are we gonna do with this short film? Our goals in life are to be, actors in TV shows and movies, and and also to be producers. And or I want to be producers. She wants to be an actor. We both enjoy writing, and we just didn't know what we were going to do with ourselves. And out of necessity, and back in 2007, we had started making our own content because back then we were in a an all-female sketch show. I feel like you can't hear me, so I'm pulling this closer. We were in an all-female sketch show together, and the time that she and I started like going to auditions and stuff and like doing that kind of doing background work, all that stuff, the strikes had happened. So the game out here as far as like getting work in the industry really, really changed then. When those strikes happened, there was this trickle down where the people who were series regulars on TV, or the people who were movie stars, started trying to get series regular jobs on TV shows and doing, guest star shows. And it was a get for those TV shows. It really elevated the TV shows. So you couldn't blame them for wanting to do that, for wanting to bring these people in and have them work. So that meant that the series regulars, those TV stars who at the time, up to then, it was like you didn't want to be a TV star. You wanted to be a movie star. That's what everyone was going for. But you could be a TV star as a second thing, unless you wanted to be a sitcom star. But everyone was really going to be a movie star. But that changed. And then all those series regulars then started trying to get work. And so they became guest stars. And that meant that everyone who was in the guest star level of acting, they got, hey, welcome, lockpicking engineer. I think you should have your live stream first thing in the morning because it's 6 p.m. here and I'm already on the sauce. Yeah, this is his first time, first thing in the morning, as we thought we could do it for everybody so that people here in the States could also catch it. We're trying, guys. It's hard. This is like, we could do it 8 a.m. be the first thing you do. We could give you guys the news. Not really, because what do we know about the news? Anyways, so guest stars started going for co-stars because they were trying to make a living. Co-stars who were actors who were just starting out and getting their first jobs but still had side jobs, they got trickled down to nothing. There was nothing, like one-liners. Co-stars are like one-line person. And it just made the whole game really tickle. And so the way that you got work back then was you went and did background work, and then you worked your way up to being co-stars, you worked your way up to being guest stars. That all changed. So at the time that Natalie and I were coming into that, do background work, go be co-stars, go get commercial jobs, because of the strikes, everything changed and we had nothing to do. So all these auditions that we were starting to kind of go on and stuff, she did great. She made that jump from TV star to movie star. And that's an anomaly. It's really hard to do. And anyone who can accomplish it, can accomplish that, back then especially, kudos to them. Now the rules are changed. There are no rules. You can do whatever you want, which is amazing. Back in the day, Natalie and I had nothing to do. Even once the strikes were over, there weren't that many auditions. The way that you got work changed. So we started making YouTube content. And so that was kind of our first foray into making content. So, fast forward a number of years when we start trying to make our own short films, because that became the way that you did things. You made your own short film, and that short film was supposed to help you build a body of work to leverage yourself into jobs. And so we made Imaginary Friends as a piece to show what we were able to do, to show that we could act, to show that we could finish a project, to show that we were great writers and creators. And then we just didn't know what we were going to do with it. Like, what are we going to do with this piece, this short film? So we were like, well, one thing we have heard people do is they do YouTube channels. So we could go back to doing a YouTube channel, but what are we going to do? Like, the level of work it takes to make a sketch, especially to our standards, it's a lot. And it takes money, and we just didn't have that. And we were trying to figure out what could we do that was consistent enough to make an audience and the algorithm interested and happy and want to sign on to watch our work more. So we started the Try Stuff show, which was actually an idea of Justin's. He said, if you guys did a show where you tried things for the first time together, that's a great show idea. And that was years ago he came up with that, like years before we actually did it. And then finally, welcome Ed Keaton. Finally, like once we had this film, we're like, well, let's start the YouTube channel. Let's try doing this show idea and let's see what happens. And maybe we'll get lucky. And by the time that we're ready to put the Imaginary Friends out into the world, we'll actually have an audience that wants to watch it. So that's you guys. That's how we got here. We started this show and this channel and stuff to build an audience of people that we built a community with that liked our work enough that when we did finally get to put things up on the internet, like imaginary friends and social anxiety and panic button and stuff, there was somebody there who was invested enough to watch it. And that's you. And we cannot thank you enough for being there. Like, we've been doing this is like our 8th year of making content. We could not thank you enough for being here. So when it comes to things like, getting these acting jobs and going on student films and all that stuff, like I'm personally, I'm like, go do it. I got this. I'll do the live stream. So like, we're trying to balance that, make content, keep this engine running, and also pursuing the other arm of the career, because for us, this was a start for us to build an audience of people who genuinely appreciated us and our work. And then there was Townsend. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, is everyone comes to YouTube for their own reasons for making content. Like, Townsend, the reason they started a channel was because they were trying to advertise their wares. They wanted to like find a new and fun way to market to people who would enjoy their content and their work, and also then enjoy the stuff that they're selling in their shop. And so for them originally, the shop was all their storefront was all a storefront where you could walk in and go and purchase things. But slowly over time, because of the YouTube channel, that has taken over space in their shop. And then because they're doing so much more online ordering, they've had to dedicate more space to the manufacturing of stuff. Like, so like everyone comes to YouTube with their own particular, whys and what fors and what they're doing. And it's like, it's hard to remember in the process of making the content what we're here for and why we're doing this as well. Like, are you here because you wanted to be an influencer, which Natalie and I don't. We're never going to be the ones to tell you what to wear or what great restaurants to go to. We'll have fun information, but like, we are not authorities in anything. We're here. I kind of feel like we're here to inspire you guys to live adventurous lives. Like, that's kind of what became the perspective and the goal of the channel, at least for me, is that I keep doing this because I know for so many of you, you enjoy watching us be idiots and try stuff. And also, if I can encourage one person out there to like, oh man, I've always wanted to try this thing. I now feel like, you know what? If Natalie and Tara can make a cake and look like idiots and put it out there for people to see, well, then I can go and do that other thing that I've been wanting to try for years. Go and do it. That's my thing. And also, I love when people are like, hey, I've been trying out this thing and I went to look for instructions and I couldn't find good instructions that were real. Oh God, I gotta fix this thing. Go away. I couldn't find instructions and I found you guys and this is so fun and I'm glad you're having a hard time with it too. That makes my day. When someone's like, I'm having a hard time with the thing that you're trying and you making this made me feel better and now I understand how to use this item or this craft or whatever a little bit better. That makes my day. Like, that's the best. The best comments I get are always like, there was one that came through as someone and their daughters trying to use something that we use. I forget what video this was on, but like, we found you because of this and it's so fun. I'm so glad you struggled too. Like, yes, the struggle is real. Ed Keaton, you have followed us since 2015 or 16. That's correct. That is when we started that. 2016 is when that conversation started. You've been here for the long haul, man. The long haul. I'm going to have to bail. I have pork fillet with chestnut stuffing in the oven. Hoo-ha, Greg. We all know how overcooked pork tastes. Ugh. Yeah, go get the pork. Chestnut stuffing, yum city. We all know how overcooked pork tastes. Yeah, it tastes like pork. You and Natalie are a national treasure. Ah, Ed, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. We're in the middle of this influx too. We don't talk about it a whole lot, but there's just been like, since the pandemic, there's been a lot of life changes and stuff. And for me, I'll just speak from my perspective on life. Like, for me, the pandemic's happened and my life, and since then, like after getting my boat rocked a couple of times, I've been very much in this now where I'm at right now, right this moment. I'm in very much a like, what do I want my life to look like now? And I moved to LA to become an actor, and that's been great at times, and it's been really hard at times, and that's pretty normal for this career path. But you guys are so funny. Joined in tw January 11th, 2017. You've been with us that long, David? God, it feels like yesterday. Um, oh God, I got an off-channel chat with you, David. Bon appetit, Greg. Yeah, bon appetit, Greg. That sounds amazing. You let us know how that I'm fascinated with the chestnut stuffing. The chestnut part is what I'm stuck on. For me, I'm very much in a what do I want my life to look like now? Like I feel like the pandemic stuff, my life is kind of starting to settle out. The boyfriend has moved in. That part of my life has simmered and calmed. I've been doing stuff career-wise and kind of testing the waters on like what it is I want to do as a career for the rest of my life. From here, like I still want to be an actor, like that's still a thing, but it's not something I'm chasing after as intensely because the industry has changed so much. And I know the last time I was working toward going to auditions and stuff, my type, there's a lot of us and they're incredibly talented and they're just not casting as many of my type at the moment, which is totally fine and great. Like we all go through seasons where different types are popular and stuff. So right now I'm in a very much well, for the next 3 months I'm in an enjoy life mode. I'm gonna be making content and putting together Legos and enjoying my time and just kind of relaxing because I did not do that during the pandemic. So while the industry that I'm a part of is still sussing out what it's going to do, because if you guys haven't heard, the industry is still, I don't know, they're starting to get back to work, but we're back in this like everyone's kind of waiting until next year to get going, which is great. Fine, you do you. Have you ever tried the Hallmark work? No. I'm too old to be a lot of the characters I'm too old to be a lot of the characters in a Hallmark movie. Too young to be the other ones. I look too good for my age to be a lot of the other characters in the Hallmark stuff. Uh, this is a filter, so don't believe this. Compared to, they want the 20-year-olds, which is great. That's not really my thing. I've considered writing for Hallmark, like that maybe a thing that I could do. My mom has talked a lot about writing Hallmark movies. Um, isn't that what they said a decade ago? Correct, David. Correct. And for once, I've decided to stop fighting the uphill battle and just kind of relax. So, and I'm just taking this time to like think about career stuff. Like, what do I want to do career wise? Natalie and I have a project on the work in the works too, so that kind of is informing that. But I know that I do want to do a lot more producing work. I've had a lot of success with that, and that's something I'm really into. I love doing it. And oddly, from producing, I wind up getting acting jobs. Weirdly, I get phone calls like, "Hey, can you come be an actor for us?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure," which has been surprising to me and very exciting, and I'm super into it. Like, I love getting that phone call. Um, so I think for me, the next, phase of career stuff is like as soon as the industry kind of gets moving again, I'm gonna start in genuine going out for producing jobs and trying to build a producing resume because that's really becoming an interest of mine. Like I'd love to produce horror movies and sci-fis, produce comedy television. Those are things I love. When I see people on the Hallmark, they are not 20 somethings. They might be new, but honestly, most people I see on there are our age. I don't know, Blair. I don't know. I mean, I'll take a look. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be beating my head against a brick wall going after a Hallmark. Like just the same brick wall I beat my head against with commercials. I have a friend who does really well with Hallmark. He's like a go-to guy for Hallmark, and I think he then built up enough of a career that he made his own Hallmark movie, which is just really exciting. Oh, Blair, you probably know who I'm talking about. Okay, someone asked for a Gizzy update. Ed, Gizzy's good. She is finally settling in with her new roommate as far as she sees it. Brian is in charge of the morning wet foods. So Gizzy has a feeder that goes off every so often. We still give her wet foods in the morning. And when Brian moved in, I put him in charge of the morning wet foods. She is begrudgingly accepting his existence. She is now starting to actually get. Brian sleeps less than I do. He goes to bed after me and wakes up before me. But he has so much energy. I've never met anyone with more energy. Sorry, excuse me. I've never met anyone with more energy than I've gotten. Oh, that guy has got way more energy. But there was one night apparently where I was tossing and turning a lot in my sleep, and Kizzy got so mad at me, she hissed at me about it, which is adorable. But she's doing really good. She's really cheery right now. And well, actually, at the moment, she's sitting over in the corner of the rug, eyes half open. She knows that I'm talking about her. I can tell. She's sitting next up against all my Legos. I have a stack of Lego boxes of things that are getting retired this year that I just recently caught on this Lego thing. I was like, oh, I don't want these to retire and I don't get to put them together. I think Alan would be great on the Hallmark channel too. Oh, I agree. I think Alan would do well on the Hallmark channel. He just booked 911 Rescue. You got asked back to come back and reprise his character, which is so exciting. That's always the best. They do reuse a lot of the same people. Yes, like once you're in the Hallmark system, you're in the Hallmark system. Kind of like HBO. Once you're in the HBO system, you'll see those same actors pop up in other HBO projects. It's really awesome. Anyway, so yeah, Gizmo is slowly getting adjusted to having a new roommate. This is the first person to live here since Brandon, so she's getting there. Brian thinks that she'll always be mad at him, but that's not true. She'll eventually calm down. My father-in-law is a theater director. Nice, that's cool. Would Gizzy get along with Natalie's cat? No. Maybe. Gizzy's really odd. She really likes dogs that don't want anything to do with her. That she's like, if you don't have any interest in her, she's chill. There's a gray cat that hangs around. It's not the original gray cat. Different gray cat. Hey, David A., welcome. And every time she sees that cat, she's very upset at it. So I don't know. Orange Kitty's so sweet that maybe she'd be able to chillax, but it would definitely be a process for her. She's such an old curmudgeon these days. Oh, Kitty, are you giving up and going to sleep now? Yes. Kitty's so cute. She's adorable. I love that stinking little cat. She's a delight, even though I'm very allergic to her. My father-in-law, I'm catching up. I think I caught everybody. I don't know if I've ever had a chestnut, Ed. Chestnuts taste rather sweet. I can't actually say that I've ever had an actual chestnut. I think I'm gonna have to do that this year, is toast some chestnuts and try them. That's a new to me. I'm throwing a Halloween party on excuse me. Let me just get this out because it's wanting to happen. I'm throwing a Halloween party on Halloween. We're doing a housewarming / Halloween party. Very excited. I've been looking at menu options. I will post what I'm finding for you guys. So I've found this really fun charcuterie board idea where you pair cheeses with those little mini candy bars. So it's like, oh, do this white cheddar goes really well with this candy bar. And so I'm doing that. I'm very excited about that. The thing I'm most excited about, and this is so ridiculous, is I'm making eyeball ice. You take a blueberry, you get those round ice molds, and you get a blueberry, and you stick one blueberry in each mold, little circle mold, little sphere, and it makes eyeball ice. I will post a picture for you guys. I made a first round batch. They look amazing. If you're doing a Halloween party and have cocktails, I highly recommend it. Sinking problems. No, it might not be just you. It may be me. I'm having some data issues right now. So my mouth flap is off. Let's look at the stream settings real quick. We on low latency? Oh, no, we were on low. I don't know. It may be you, it may be me, it may be everybody. It could be everybody. I think it's everybody. Yeah, the ice idea is my favorite thing. So I've been like, if you see fun Halloween snacks, please send them to me. I'm looking for savory. I got sweet covered. That was my frustration last night. I was like, I was on my phone trying to stay awake so that I could stay there, awake and available to Natalie because that's what you do. And so I'm trying to stay awake. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired from work. So I'm just scrolling Pinterest looking at snack ideas. And then like I realize I have plenty of the sweet snacks and there's nothing but sweet snack ideas. So now I'm looking for savors. So I don't know if you guys ever saw the episode where Natalie and I made the pumpkin flavored, they're little pumpkin shape and they're pumpkin flavored buns or something. I found pizza stuffed ones. So I'm gonna make those. I'm very excited. I was like, oh, I have experience with this. I'm definitely gonna do that. Oh, you got it too. Oh no. Is it just that my mouth is not matching up with my words? And now you're hearing me belatedly? Uh, did you hear short is going 3 minutes in like a week? What? Pumpkin buns. Yeah, the pumpkin buns. So I'm making that, but pizza stuffed. I'm very excited about those, more or less. Weird. Wow, weird. I have no, it's gotta be my latency and my Wi-Fi. I have no idea, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm glad it's not when Natalie is here because that would just be pure madness. That's annoying. I don't know what to do about that. Because there's just no dials in here. Natalie and I have discussed upgrading to a different system. There's a StreamYard platform. So, but to do that just requires us to have time to sit there and test it. We don't want to just like do it haphazardly. Oh, thank you. Okay. So YouTube Shorts is going up to 3 minutes this month. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, my latency, yeah, I'm having some not see receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. Yeah, that's definitely something going on with the Wi-Fi today. I hardwired myself in, but I think I'm just still having issues. Yeah. Oh, sorry guys. Let me see if I can do anything about this right in this moment. I'm scared to turn off the Wi-Fi and go just to the hardwire, but that would be the way to fix it. I'm worried I'll lose the stream entirely. Oh boy, that's fun. That's so fun. Details. Low latency mode. Ooh. Automatically doing this artwork. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, yeah, I don't know what to do, guys. I'm so sorry. I know it's frustrating and weird and annoying. Treat me like a podcast. Don't watch me. Listen to me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, no, I'm very tired. See, everything's happening at once. It's like watching a badly dubbed kung fu movie. Just don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Tara Pinterest has some good Halloween snack ideas. It does. I've been scrolling. I'm looking for savory. If you see savory, that's what I'm in for right now. Trying to find things that are just savory dips ideas, savory snackums and sandwiches, and that's what I'm working on right now. Anything. I saw this really cute soup, which I don't know if I want to serve as soup at a party, but it was cute. It had the little mushrooms. You like dug out the eyes to make them into little skulls. It was adorable. Don't look at her face. Yeah, don't look at me. Life in the fast lane. Very funny, guys. Yeah, that's probably the best solution right now is just, treat me like a podcast right now. Ruminating on shorts because there's videos on our channel that are around 3. Yeah, they really should go up to 3 minutes because I can understand not wanting to go up to 5 because at 5 you become just a video on YouTube. But up to that point, and that's the thing. Inst TikTok started trying to compete with YouTube by going from a minute to 10. And they got really popular. And I know why I like TikTok over YouTube. Like I like YouTube when I'm specifically going for something for a certain show. If I just want the algorithm to feed me new and interesting things that I might like, nothing beats TikTok for that. Not even Instagram. YouTube is terrible at like telling me what videos to watch. Like my For You feed on YouTube is not great. Like the stuff it tells me that I'd be interested in, never interested in. And also there's something about the commitment of like starting to watch a video on my own accord that I won't press play. But TikTok will just feed it to you. And because it's just feeding it to you, I'll wind up watching a 30-minute series on the on the history of rapper Eminem that I never knew I was interested in, but I wound up watching the entire 30-minute thing. I wound up listening to the entire 30-minute stream of this history of Eminem on TikTok, but I never would have clicked on that on YouTube. And so I know YouTube is trying to compete with the TikTok thing, but that's the thing is like they're not the way that you were set up is very much a different world, and there's a place for you still, but it's the deciding to watch a thing. I think net YouTube is wisely starting to try and compete with Netflix, and I think that should have been their competition all along, is becoming Netflix because of the way that YouTube is set up, where I have to choose to watch something just like Netflix. They should be competing with that, but with content that is so wildly different, because no one's going to Netflix to watch their favorite YouTuber. They're going to YouTube to watch these, interesting cooking shows or educational things. Oh, there's someone at my door.
Someone's at the bag end.
Now I call my house Bag End. Excuse me, I'm very snuffly. Just give me 1 second. Um, so I think when these, and this is, who am I to say this stuff? I don't know anything about business. I've never run a company of this level. Are you gonna go see what's up? You just see Gizmo's interest. Oh, we're done. We're over it. These companies, when they're trying to decide who their competition is, I just think YouTube was dumb to consider TikTok as competition. It should have like really looked to being competitive with Netflix personally, what I think. I like TikTok for very different things. I like Netflix for very different things. I go to Netflix to watch shows and movies, like really produced shows and movies. I go to YouTube to get educational pieces or to watch stuff I can't find anywhere else because it's been pirated and put up on YouTube. I like watching Rumble. Lockpick engineer, what is Rumble? Please educate us. What is that? They're messing with the algorithm in YouTube. Yeah, quit doing that. I hate the algorithm. I love the algorithm and I hate the algorithm. I hate as a creator fighting with the algorithm. I love the algorithm on TikTok as a user because it's showing me things I never would have thought to watch. But I hate the algorithm. Brian, he makes, if you guys, I'll just catch up on who Brian is. So Brian is a rum guy. He makes rum content. You can find him on Instagram. Go follow him on Instagram. He's the rum champion. His goal in life is to get more people trying and interested in rum. That is his thing. He loves rum. I tease him and say that this is what unchecked ADHD does. It winds up giving you a collection of 700 rum bottles, which is what currently he owns and is in our home. A lot of rum. So, but he makes educational rum content, and so he's got a different fight over on the grams. So Instagram loves him. Instagram's fine with alcohol content. He's got like 20,000 followers on Instagram. I think he's up to 800 on YouTube. Go find him on YouTube. So he's starting to want to make more long form educational YouTube content because YouTube doesn't have a thing against alcohol. TikTok, on the other hand, does not like alcohol. So he has to like hide his content, hide what his content's about so that it reaches the people who are interested in rum content, because it's so difficult and challenging to get out there if you're making alcohol content on TikTok. He hates TikTok because it's such a challenge to get his content in front of the right audience. Like there is a guy on there I saw last night who makes wine videos. He does all kind, and him and Brian have a similar vibe, a similar way that they're bringing forth content and stuff. Oh, thank you, Blair. You're so sweet. But the fight for them is very different. And the guy making wine has got a substantial following, but I bet you his following would be higher if TikTok wasn't suppressing alcohol content like it is for all the TikTokers. It's a right-wing platform which people go to when they get kicked off YouTube. I don't know about that. They form their own stuff. They got their own networks and whatnot, like, which is go make, if there's an audience, go make the thing for yourself and like get your audience. Like better than trying to grab them on YouTube because then, you can control the thing. You can control the money flow, man. If you can get yourself off of any of these platforms and have your own platform, go and do it. Do it. Because these platforms are great, but there's a double-edged sword. Like they can take away your for things that are not your fault at all, that have nothing to do with being a right wing or a left wing person. Like I've known a couple people who've lost their entire account over the bots being overly aggressive. By the way, Tara, how about them Dodgers? Right? Yeah, I am a loose Dodger fan in that I like them and I would love to get more involved in it, but I haven't really had the time and my brain just doesn't latch onto the information. I like baseball and football. I just like, it's better now with Brian in the house because he loves sports. So I'm getting more information from him and he puts the game on and stuff. And, we made the investment to have live sports in the house. We've got the YouTube live, excuse me, one second. Oh, goodness. I took an allergy pill, but they are not working today. So we've got the live stuff. So now I'm a little more like I actually watched the game last night because we have the thing, which is awesome. Kick is the same. What is Kick? Okay, I gotta go look up Rumble and Kick now. It's like YouTube, but less sensory. Okay, got it. What kind of content is on Rumble? Am I like getting my same? Am I going there to watch my ghost videos? Is that what's happening? Are they gonna show all that stuff? What is someone inform me what's Kick? 7 minutes to joke corner. We are definitely doing joke corner because Lord, me coming up with things to talk about, challenging. You guys have no idea. You guys chatting in the chat at me, the most helpful thing ever. You guys have no idea. When you're by yourself and you guys ask questions, oh my God, bless you for asking me a question. If Natalie's ever on here by yourself, ask your questions. It's the most helpful thing you can possibly do. Kick's a live stream service like Twitch. Oh, okay. I never really got into the Twitch. Remember when Justin TV was a thing, a turn around years later, and it's Twitch. Oh, was Twitch originally Justin TV? I didn't know that. That was wild. I'm curious. Okay, I hear your Rumble. I hear your Kick. Oh yeah, I've heard of Kick. That's right. And now that's ringing a bell. What's our next platform? Because that's the game. If we had stayed on the Twitch and the TikTok thing and like figured out how to make that work in our favor, we might have grabbed some numbers. So now it's gonna be what's the next one that's gonna hit? Chasing this stuff is madness. Justin was Truman Show-esque. Oh. What was Justin TV? Help us sister out. Tell me the plot line. Oh my God, I did say that. It's wife jokes. It is David Faith style wife jokes. That's the theme for today. He live streamed his life. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, today's theme. So David Faith is famous for the wife jokes. Go find wife. I love them. I think they're hilarious, and I love that David Faith will go on a tear with them. So David Faith is kind of technically the theme, but what it really is go find those my wife said blah de blah jokes. Those are the ones we want today. That's our theme. I feel like you're gonna find a ton. I will not make wife jokes. Lol. If you have a wife, the best way to stay alive is to not make wife jokes. That is a very true thing. Famous. Don't tell people that. You are famous. Famous here. Okay, guys, a little catch up again. If you're just not tuning in, Natalie's not here today. She had a family emergency. Everything's fine and good. She's great. If you saw her message on the social medias, everything's good. Everything worked out okay. She's just catching up on sleep now. I know she would yell at me so much right now for that. I still haven't fixed it. It is our cuppa recipe from the movie / play Still Magnolias, where you take a cup of flour, a cup of sugar, a cup of fruit cocktail, and make a cake. And spoiler alert, it was dang tasty. Highly recommend. I think you should check this one out because if you're ever in a pinch and need to make a cake of some kind for something, could not be easier. Could not be easier. So hopefully that'll come up on Friday. We'll see how the week goes. There's still a lot going on. So it may come out on Saturday. Who knows? I'm going to be filming my episode this week. Wednesday, I'm going to be going around. So check out my Instagram stories, mine and the channel for behind the scenes on that. I'm be running around town doing an Alice Obscura episode. That's the next thing I'm doing. We haven't done one in a long time, and I just thought it'd be fun to go do a film based Alice Obscura episode. So that's going to be this week's coming up. I keep trying to make TikToks. I tried to make a TikTok of me making pumpkin tacos and I hated it. I hated everything about it. So I might try and refilm it and put that out there because I tried them and they're delicious and now I just want to make another one to like, show it to you guys in a quicker, faster form. The difference between Blair and I is I don't give a about how not like Mrs. Blair is gonna hey, Mrs. Blair has to be kept happy. She's very nice. I'm about to go to Universal Disney for 2 weeks. I gotta keep things cool. That's right. You gotta keep things copacetic. No wife jokes, Blair. And also, I'm very jealous, Blair. Please send me all the Universal pictures. I really want to go to the park and see the Harry Potter stuff there. I love the one here. I go very often. I went this last week. I went and hung out and just sat at the Hogshead and did my computer work. And there was a guy near me doing the same thing. It was really funny. For Southern women, you and Natalie almost never say y'all. Yeah, I haven't said y'all. Y'all's I like do, but not as much as I used to because I've been in LA for 20 years at this point. Harry Potter day one. Pictures. I want detail shots. Show me what the shops have got. Show me what treasures I can purchase. I can't wait to go. It's so expensive, but one of these days we're gonna make the trip. Brian and I have talked about going and making the trip and going to Disney and Universal and just going for it. It's so expensive, but just going for it. And I want to go to both parks. So I want to spend 2 days at Universal and however many days it takes Disney. And then I'm sure we'll have to go and do rum related stuff because we're in Florida. Because of the time of the year, the Death Eaters are roaming. Oh, that's right. I did see Death Eaters when I was at Universal last week. It is so expensive. It is so expensive. What am I going to want in joke corner? Get your wife jokes ready. Go to Harry Potter as soon as the park's open. Beat the crowd. Have you checked out Is It Packed, Blair? That's a website that kind of can give you the long and the short of whether or not it's going to be busy at a park or not. Best thing I've ever used. I use it all the time to go to Universal. It's what tells me when I'm going. Like Brian and I are going to go on the 19th of November. And we used Is It Packed to figure out when to go. And like, okay, we're planning on going that day because it's mostly going to be less busy. It's like a Tuesday, which makes sense. And hopefully the Christmas decorations will be up. That's what I'm hoping. Excuse my snuffling. So sorry. This is raising prices. Yeah, I know. I saw. I double batched. So dessert. Yum. All right, guys, let's do this. Joke corner. Bring in your jokes. Make sure you put the word joke real big so I can see it. I'm only going to read the things that say joke ahead of it. Put the entire joke in there. Your prep, your lead up and your solution, your answer to the joke. And yeah, we're doing wife jokes for bonus points today. David Fate's already at it, so get him in there, guys. All right. David Faith, my wife had me driving all over town looking for her favorite kind of paper towels. That's right. I'm a bounty hunter. Mwah, mwah. Desiree, a little boy asked his father, Daddy, how much does it cost to get married? Father replied, I don't know, son. I'm still paying. In so many ways. You're probably still paying off the money to have a wedding. They're so expensive. I am not doing that again. I came home today to find my wife has been on eBay all day. If she's still on there tomorrow, I'm going to have to lower the price. David. Terrible. Today my wife was conned into buying a really terrible old mirror. It reflects poorly on her. I just found out my wife has a twin. I saw her on Tinder. Oh no, David. Bad news. Bad news. We just had a jump. My wife says I'm the cheapest man in the world. I'm not buying it. Boo. Tim Carter. It was a mistake to challenge death to a pillow fight. I was prepared for the repercussions. Brr. I wasn't prepared for the repercussions. Uh, Marriage is a relationship where one person is always right and the other is the husband. I saw this really fun smash cut video of like couples that have been together for a long time, married for a long time, and people are like, "What? How do you keep a marriage happy?" And this, I mean, obviously this is smash cut together, so they're picking and choosing, but every guy is like, "Make sure she's happy. Just keep your wife happy. She's always right." My wife is furious with me because she found a bunch of hidden letters that revealed I was cheating on her. Now she refuses to play Scrabble at all. Very funny, David Faith. Very funny. Desiree, a stock market crash is worse than a divorce. You lose half your money and your wife is still around. Boo, Desiree. Nobody told me that when you get a spouse, the ears are sold separately. Yes. Oh boy, we jumped big time. Oh, here we go. Nope, not it. There we go. At least invite me out to dinner. Him, I don't go out with married women. Her, but I'm your wife. Him, I make no exceptions. Funny. Desiree, my wife and I were happy for 20 years. Then we met. Boo. My wife wanted a Christmas tree in every room in the house, but I said, nah, that's overkill. So we compromised and had a Christmas tree in every room in the house. Yes. Child's experience. This is from Desiree. If a mother is laughing at the father's jokes, it means they have guests. Yup. Yup. My wife screamed, "You haven't listened to a single word I've said, have you?" What a weird way to start a conversation. Oh, that's good. Desiree, before I tell my wife something important, I take both her hands in mine. That way she can't hit me with them. Yes. Well done. Very wise move. My wife gave me a list of things she'd like to do for her 32nd birthday. I told her, no way can we do all that in 30 seconds. Boo. It's my wife B-Day today, and I decided to make sure she woke up with a big smile on her face. Long story short, I'm not allowed to have Sharpies in the house anymore. Which wine pairs best with finding out my in-laws are staying a day longer than I thought? I asked my wife to embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. We jumped again. Here we go. Lots of couples can't go to the gym. Some relationships don't work out. Yeah, they don't. My wife has a slight drinking problem. I asked her to toast some bread for breakfast, and she raised her glass and said, "Here's to the bread." Just an average Monday morning. I want another baby. That's a relief. I didn't like this one either. Boo, David. David, Christ, some of these are just downright mean. Ah ha ha. Desiree, my son asked me what it's like to be married, so I told him, leave me alone. And when he did, I asked him why he was ignoring me. Yeah. My wife just told me that she's going to leave me for my obsession with Wham. I said, okay, wake me up before you go. Tim Carter, I spent $6,000 getting the wife a spacesuit for her birthday. She won't go. David Faith, my wife is fed up with my constant dad jokes. So I asked her, how can I stop my addiction? My wife, whatever means necessary. Me, no, it doesn't. Desiree, I asked my wife if she ever fantasizes about me. She said yes, about me taking out the trash, mowing the lawn, doing the dishes. Oh, yes. Yes. Lido, teacher, Alfred, please use the word officiate in a sentence. Officiate, yeah. Yes, ma'am, here I go. Officiate, my uncle got sick because of officiate. Boo. Desiree, I asked my wife what she wanted for Christmas. She told me nothing would make her happier than a diamond necklace. So I bought her nothing. Ed, my wife told me she was leaving me because she couldn't live with always making stupid Star Wars puns. I said divorce is strong with this one. Boo. Desiree, my wife told me to stop impersonating a flamingo. I had to put my foot down. Berter. Ooh, I may not be. I was scrambling. I don't think I am on live chat. Oh no. If I've missed your jokes, I'm so sorry. I was on top chat. Man, that's a hard lesson right there. I might have missed your jokes. If I missed your joke is because I was on top chat, not live chat. I'm sorry. Oh man. Alcohol. How does it decide what a top chat is? I don't understand what makes it decide what. All right, Desiree, I think you're throwing in your jokes here. Thank you. Desiree, alcohol is a perfect solvent. It dissolves marriages, families, and careers. Yes, that is true. That's the AA joke corner. Just asked my wife what she's burning up for dinner, and it turned out to be all of my personal belongings. Yep. In the community, some are tops, others, yeah. I guess it's because who comments the most, who's the most engaged, and that's what it decides. I am all full of not helpful sounds and snuffles this morning. I'm so sorry, guys. I have yawned 1,000 times and snuffled my nose. Very unprofessional. Bye, Ed. Have a great week. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for joining us. My wife says I can join your gang, but I have to be home by 9. Yes. That'll be me. I'll join your club, but I'm out of here at 9. I want to be home doing things. Man, guys, today I've got a plethora of cleaning to do. I'm still getting there with the whole settling in, moving in thing. My wife made me a green hamburger today to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I asked her how she colored it, and she said she didn't know what I was talking about. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. I am allergic to something in this room, Blair. It is my cat. Well, and everything. The allergies have just been really bad just in LA lately. A lot of my friends are suffering as well. We're all just like so snuffly. It rained so much at the top of this year, and there was such a super bloom. Like so much. The plants have just gone insane. The ants have been insane. Like they're finally starting to chill out. And so we're in the last throes of allergies. All right, this may be our last joke here. I haven't spoken to my wife for 18 months. I don't like to interrupt her. Very funny. You sound reasonable. It must be time to up my medication. Joke. Very funny. I feel your allergies. Yeah, and I take stuff every morning. Every morning I take vitamins and an allergy pill, which is just a sad life. Like last night going to bed, I could feel my face starting to itch from whatever pollen in the air has been touching me. Anyways, I'll be fine. I'll be fine in about a week or two. Once it starts getting cooler, it's gonna get much better. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys next week. I think Natalie will be back. She might not be because she's got oodles of projects and rehearsals coming up. So she's very 4 allergy pills a day. Ugh. Coming up. So it may just be me again. Tune in again. Help me out here. Let's chat and keep this thing going. I feel great. Tara, let me know if you want how you want your Universal Disney content. Oh, just send to my Instagram stories or text me the pics. I'm very excited to see all the things. Time to make like a feast and head out. Oh my God, Tim Carter. Good Lord. Bye everybody. We'll keep you guys posted on the episode this week. Should have out soon. Check out the Instagram stories on Wednesday. I'm going to be doing my filming, and so I'll just do some behind the scenes stuff that probably won't make the video over there. And at some point I will start making that TikTok content. I've got a couple up there, but like that last one not working out for me really kind of made me punchy and grouchy about it. But anyways, stay tuned. All right. Bye guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you in a week if it lets me in the stream.